championship game, which will be governed by
Welcome to the 2014 NCAA Championship game. We have UConn wearing white, Kentucky wearing blue. Starters for Kentucky, 1-30, 44, 2, 5. For UConn starters, 0, 2, 5, 11, 13. Jumping, number 30 blue, number 0 white.
It'll be Nolan and Randall. We'll be keeping an eye on Randall early, grimacing and warm-ups. Tapped by Nolan.
Ball is controlled by 13 white.
Well, also, remember the last game against Florida, UConn's guards, as much as they pressure, neither committed a foul in that game. And so you got to assume that's not going to be the case tonight.
Got a missed two-pointer by number 2, a jumper. Offensive rebound, number 0.
And typically you pressure to disrupt offense. Kentucky doesn't run a lot of sets. They basically are looking to play a lot of one-on-one basketball, so those two strengths will be going at each other.
Driving it inside right away for
Made basket, number 11, no assist. Layup.
These guards are so dangerous for Connecticut.
At both ends, Jim, you saw the drive, and now Boatwright picking up at half court. We didn't see full court pressure, just man-to-man half court.
And we've seen a lot of teams that tend to try to cross-match against Kentucky because of the size of their backcourt. And although UConn's undersized, they have gone with the prototype matchup of their 1s and 2s playing against the Harrisons. So confident is Kevin Ollie that they could defend.
Bounce pass.
The turnover number 5, bad pass. Steal, white, 13.
But one right back committed by the Huskies.
The turnover number 11, lost ball. Steal number 5.
Turnovers in that victory against Wisconsin. Here's Randall.
Miss layup number 30. Rebound offensive number 44. Got a miss layup number 44. Defensive rebound number 2.
That someone physically could match up with Kentucky on that front line when they attack the offensive glass.
Napier, who took only 6 shots in the victory against Florida, but played a very solid game. Did what he had to do. With 6 rebounds, 4 steals, and the
It's a miss. Three-pointer number 13, jumper. Rebound number 5, defensive.
Harrison, Andrew down low, Dakari Johnson, and this time he scores on the inside.
Made number 44, layup, assist 5.
UConn is really long and rangy and athletic, but Kentucky can go right into the paint and into the bodies of the UConn defenders and have success.
But that's where the ability to pressure the basketball and not allow for those post-feed angles to be created.
Made number 2, the dunk, no assist.
And I think important for UConn, the 2 guys that have been the most important and most inconsistent score their first 2 baskets in both Boatwright and Daniel.
Andrew Harrison drives in.
Miss number 5, jumper. Rebound 11.
Takes it to the hole and he scores.
Made number 5, layup, assist 11. Fast break.
As relentless as they do, and you don't come up with the goods, they are susceptible to get attacked in transition, and UConn has the guard plays to take advantage.
It's Young to the paint. And again,
Stop the clock.
they're going to call a foul. First it looked like they might let it go. A foul call on Daniels.
Foul number 2,
To the basket.
shooting,
This end,
drawn by number 1.
And the speed
2
and
shots.
quickness of this UConn team has shown. I think they're a little quicker than Kentucky, getting out in transition. Also, Daniels getting that drive to the hoop. And the other thing we've seen here early, guys, I think UConn is taking a little.
First free throw by number 1 is good.
To protect against penetration. Not
Substitution for blue. In is number 22, out number 30.
interesting move here. Randall comes out after only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And then Poitras, you spoke about him in the opening. With that twisted left.
Second free throw by number 1.
On Saturday, and he's
It's good.
here. We'll watch him.
I think the Willie Cauley-Stein injury is much bigger in this game, guys, than it was the other day against Wisconsin because of all the screen and rolls and the switching that Kentucky likes to do with the pick and rolls. But remember, Napier and Boatwright can go right around bigger defenders on these switches.
And remember also, because of the 2 point guards, they're never going to be in an attack position against 5 sets of eyes, meaning they move the defense, and when they get it on the weak
Three-pointer,
side, they look to attack.
miss, number 2.
Long on the three and out of bounds to Kentucky. And the other thing about Cauley-Stein,
Team rebound, Kentucky.
a guy that blocked 110 shots this year. I mean, such a presence, as you said, just protecting the cylinder.
And their best pick and roll defender, because he can switch onto smaller guards, and he's so quick laterally, he can stay in front and still challenge shots with his length.
And that's a great point. He can play in space, meaning at 7 foot, he can guard on the 3-point line against guards and still recover to get to the paint to contest shots. That is a vital asset to lose for Kentucky.
Here's James Young getting it his way again.
Made,
He was
number
effective
1,
on Saturday,
jumper,
game high
no
17
assist.
for Kentucky against Wisconsin, and he kept taking it to the paint like we've seen twice already. Once drawing a foul, leading to the line, and then that basket.
And getting to his left hand again. You know in the scouting report you're supposed to send him right, but he's so quick, still manages to get to that left hand.
Napier beats him, then goes
Three-pointer,
outside to 5.
miss, number 5.
Is not hitting the
Defensive
outside
rebound,
side.
22.
Bad open looks.
Oh, my goodness.
Turnover, number 5. Lost ball. Steal, White, 13. Stop the clock.
Did you see the misdemeanor committed there by Shabazz Napier? My goodness. And that's something that he and Boatwright do really well. And you see here the contest there.
There's a foul, number 22. Shooting foul. Drawn by 11. 2 shots. Fast break. He had a media timeout.
Good defensive guards, they time you, they count your dribbles, and they get a feel for your tendencies as a ball handler. And that play right there leads to the foul on Dakari Johnson. It will also at times make a ball handler more tentative because you know that a guy has the ability to pick your pocket.
So, Randall, you guys thought when he was out there for
Coming out of the timeout, we have a sub for White. In is number 20. Out is number 5.
And I think my initial impressions of this game, UConn is the much quicker
Number 11 at the
team.
line. 2 free throws.
Looks that they can knock down. Kentucky's going to have to pick up
Makes the first.
its defense a little bit and try to stay in front of these guards.
A champion is going to be crowned tonight, and right after the game, get your official championship gear. Get locker room tees, hats, and more at the official championship store of the NCAA. NCAA.com/shop.
And makes a second.
This is an outstanding free throw shooting team. The Huskies, top 10 in the nation this year. Napier almost got to it. Aaron Harrison still trying to find it. Picked off the ground and off the hand.
Stop the clock.
It'll go to Kentucky.
And that's one of the advantages you
Nothing happened.
They will switch defenses. They will show extended pressure.
2 subs
They'll come back,
for
they'll
White.
give you a
Number
little
35
matchup,
in,
relentless
0
man,
out.
just to force Kentucky to think.
And for
That's
Blue,
what you want with great athletes.
25 in,
Make them think
5
without
out.
playoff of instinct.
Amita Brima, the 7-foot freshman, has come in for Connecticut. Now you see also Dominique Hawkins, who gave them valuable minutes in a reserve role. 11 minutes overall.
Start the clock.
Against Wisconsin. Another freshman. And here's Poitras spinning. And
Miss. 22. Layup. Block number 35. Rebound number 35.
pass, and the shot
Got
rattles
him
home.
2-point.
Roma, who
Good.
also had just
Number
entered the
20
game.
on a jumper.
That's what we're gonna see from
Assist
Wisconsin.
13.
If there's a transition
Fast break.
basket to be had, they're going to take it early. If not, they're going to run a lot of clock, and already the pressure.
Stop the clock.
bothering Harrison, a backcourt violation.
Again, you're gonna get to
Turnover.
when you sense
Number
how
2.
quick the guy is
Lost
and how
ball.
good he can be. And the key to this is the anticipation there. It just makes you a little tentative and hesitant with your hand. Remember, Andrew and Aaron, neither guy.
Substitution for Kentucky.
To get to the rim.
In number 30. Out number 44. Start the clock.
The other thing we've seen, guys, is that off of that block shot, another transition opportunity. Again, that's a concern.
3-pointer.
For Kentucky.
Here comes
Made.
Napier.
Number 13.
3-point shot.
Jumper. No
This
assist.
is the major concern for Kentucky. All these screen and rolls, a lot of switches. Napier can rise up and shoot over the top of anybody. But when you honor that, you can get right to the rim. There's just too many
3-pointer.
things to worry about with him.
James Young.
Missed.
Point shot rattles
Number
home.
1. Jumper.
Brima says
Rebound
no
number
calls to
35.
7-0 run for the Huskies and looking for more.
And we've seen it all tournament. Both these teams have been great because of their ability to make adjustments. And now Kentucky's going to have to make an adjustment offensively because they're not getting the kind of shots we've seen them get over the course of this tournament.
Daniels into the lane. Lima.
The miss, number 20, the jumper. Rebound defensive, number 30.
Back to Kentucky.
And I like the ball movement from UConn. Florida the other day after switches didn't move the ball. They tried to attack one-on-one as
Stop the
Randall
clock.
gets fouled.
Got a foul on White 20, shooting, drawn by number 30, 2 shots.
But he's not going to get lulled into a lot of shots. He's going to continue to move the ball and kind of let the action play out, force Kentucky's defense to move before attacking immediately.
And the foul on Chroma, who had missed the shot at the other end. And it'll put Randall
2 shots for number 30.
Dallas kid right here.
He makes the first. Subs for Kentucky. 0-0 is in. Number 2 is out. Number 5 comes in. Number 22 goes out. And for White, number 5 goes in. Number 2 comes out. Got second shot. Number 30 is good.
And Randall hits 2. And Hawkins, I think, guys, is going to be important because he's their best perimeter defender. And so while not the strength offensively that the other guys provide for Kentucky, his defense may be more important in this game.
Back to Napier.
3-pointer. It's a miss. Number 13. Offensive rebound, number 5. Jump shot. Stop the clock.
And so too.
Fouls on blue, 0-0. Personal foul, drawn by 13. Side out, no shots.
Did a nice job containing him, and he never forced the issue. He just kept moving the ball like a senior does. This time he frees it.
Field goal made. Good, 13. Layup, assist number 20. Goaltending called, but don't worry about that here.
Just in the eyes, you can see they're reading one another on that play. Beautiful connection between those two on that baseline out of bounds, and then you get to see the extension of their pressure.
Andrew Harrison, tough angle.
Got a miss. Number 5, layup. Defensive rebound, 11.
And they go to the trailer, who says, you know what, Marcus Lee's going to block it if I take it. And I'm going to go instead.
Made, number 11. Layup, no assist. Stop the clock. Okay, 30-second timeout for Kentucky. Coming back from the timeout, Kentucky has 2 subs. 2 in, 30 out. 22 in, 1 out.
Saturday, the same foot that he broke in the second game of his senior year here at Prestonwood Christian High School. And he did not come back for 3 months until the state championship game when he scored 17 and they won another title.
UConn goes back to zone now. This is about
3-pointer. The miss by number 2, jumper. Rebound defense number 11.
Wisconsin's wondering why wasn't that the result on Saturday from the same spot. Driving in between 2 Kentucky
A miss, number 20, stop the clock. The jumper. Defensive rebound number 22. We're going to have a foul on 35 White. Personal foul, drawn by 22. No shots. And a blue sub for Kentucky. 44 in, 0-0 out.
They trailed going into the half of all 4, and they were able to come back. And they've been down significant deficits as well. But I think Andrew and Aaron Harrison are 2 guys that have got to figure out a way to play against this pressure and quickness of UConn's backcourt.
Missing the last 4 shots from the field. Hawkins back outside, and the Twins pass it between them with 7 to shoot. Splitting the defenders.
Got a miss by number 5. It's a dunk. Blocked by number 5. Tip in dunk made by number 22.
It's their best offense. We've seen it all tournament. Just get into the paint. Any kind of penetration. Get to the rim and put the ball up there and let your bigs go get it.
Made, number 11. Jumper, no assist. From the free throw line.
for a screen. And feeding it to Hawkins. And Napier tumbles over him. And he's
A three-pointer. It's a miss by number 22, jumper. Rebound offensive number 25. Stop the clock.
Partly because Napier was slow to get up.
No doubt about Kentucky's best offense at times is a shot at the rim.
There's a foul on number 11, White. Shooting foul drawn by 25, Blue. 2 shots. We've got a media timeout.
We'll see you this weekend.
Coming out of the media timeout, we have 2 subs for White. 3 for 20. And for Blue, 30 for 22. Number 25 misses the first free throw.
Trailing in tournament games, including that Louisville game where they were staggered early, down 18-5.
And that's true.
Number 25, second free throw.
Going to have his greatest challenge as a coach in this tournament.
No good. Defensive rebound number 3.
Who has a terrific backcourt. I don't know that their backcourt is at the same level IQ-wise that you get with UConn, not to mention the way they shoot free throws. So he's going to have to come up with some schemes to get his guys some confidence.
It's a miss. Number 13, layup. Defensive rebound 44.
The issue for Calipari, though, this is a freshman-laden team. They had to really scale back on schemes with this group because of their inexperience. Pick and roll coverage, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can cover it, but you've got to have execution and precision and experience. Kentucky has switched 1 through 5 all year just to make it simple for these guys. I'm not sure they have other schemes.
Turnover number 5, lost ball. Steal number 3. Stop the clock. Got 2 subs coming in. First for White, 2 in, 11 out. And for Blue, 1 in, 25 out.
They'll have to make the adjustment to the speed
White ball.
with which UConn plays. And we've seen that over the course of this tournament. They've done that, even though they're a young team and it has been simplified. You know, they do have an ability to make the adjustments at times. And let's just see if that still prevails here tonight.
Daniels, who's had big games in this tournament, including a double-double on Saturday. Napier, Young, right on him. The switch off. Daniels challenging Randall.
2-pointer, missed by number 2. The jumper, blocked by 30. Offensive rebound number 5. They've got a turnover. UConn, shot clock violation.
That was so impressive because he didn't get a chance to gather because Daniels, that nudge right there doesn't allow him to get to gather, still able to elevate and block that clean. That is an impressive play defensively.
And that was the first adjustment we've seen. Kentucky now fighting over the screen rather than switching, and that allowed them to stay man on man and allowed Randall to get that block. So we'll see if UConn now makes the adjustment in terms of how they run their pick and roll to attack what they're seeing.
Kentucky with 10 points in the first 10 minutes.
Made, number 5, pull-up jumper, no assist.
Kentucky at 19-12 down and already having committed 4 turnovers. And one of the most impressive things about this freshman bunch is that against Wisconsin, only 4 turnovers for the whole game. And inside, out with it. Samuel banks it in with the left hand.
Made, number 3, layup, no assist.
Remember though, Jim, Wisconsin's not a team that forces turnovers. That's not the style with which they play. They don't have that scheme in their game, whereas UConn is a team that's going to be more disruptive defensively because of that perimeter quickness.
Backing in, Dakari Johnson.
The miss, number 44, layup, block number 2, and a tip-in layup missed, number 44, Blue. Defensive rebound, number 35.
For this UConn front line defensively, they can't deal with the strength, but they can bother Kentucky's field goal attempts just by getting hands up.
Three-pointer, made, number 13. The jumper, no assist.
James Young, I mean, Napier's just so savvy, and he's so solid with his decision-making.
I think it's Napier's game tonight. Yes, with the matchups, the way this game is being played, I think he's headed for a huge night.
Three-pointer, made, number 5, jumper, assist 44.
Couple times down the floor. We even talked about it on the break. He looks like he knows he can have it his way.
He feels like every time he takes the floor, he's the best player on the floor. But having said that, you saw a little adjustment from Kentucky offensively, where Andrew's been able to get to the mid-range. And
Two-pointer made by number 2. Turnaround jumper, no assist.
Wow. I mean, that was an impressive. That was a Dirk Nowitzki step back move.
You know, the other thing we haven't really discussed, Kentucky has not played well defensively the entire tournament. It's been about what they've been able to do offensively in terms of their efficiency that's allowed them to advance.
Three-pointer, miss by number 1, jumper. Defensive rebound 13. Miss by number 35, a jumper. Defensive rebound number 30. We have immediate timeout. Coming out of the media timeout, 2 subs for UConn. 11 in, 35 out, and 0 in, 3 out. And for Kentucky, 22 is in, 30 is out.
Probably the best pick and roll player in the country in Shabazz Napier. He gets the switch here. He gets Julius Randle on his heels. He rises up. How many times did you see this against Michigan State last week? Yeah. Napier can have his way in this game.
And you made that point earlier, Steve. Remember, I think, and he's such a smart player, he went into the Florida game knowing in terms of the style that he wasn't going to be as aggressive because of how they would scheme him. But he knew in this game, matchup-wise, that they didn't have the personnel to really disrupt what he wants to do. And so that's why I think you're seeing him far more aggressive at setting the tone here early on.
They come out of the break, and again, the best player, Randle, is taking a break. He's only attempted 1 shot, didn't make it, has not made a shot from the field, just a couple of free throws. So he's not his usual force. And that's
got a turnover, 2, lost ball, steal number 11. Stop the clock. Got a made, number 13, layup. Assist 11, fast break. There's goaltending on the play, but don't worry about it.
As any backcourt you're going to see. And by that I mean you watch how the game develops. They're always
Start the clock.
around the basketball via rebounding, loose balls, deflections. They just have an innate ability to find the ball.
Turnover number 1, dribbling.
Kentucky's largest deficit of the
No steal.
has been matched at 13 down.
Well, they're rattled right now, and they're completely out of sorts. I mean, Young steps a foot out of bounds. Speed kills. I mean, this is a story of quickness right now. Kentucky, a much slower team, and now they're going to fall back into the zone here.
Which is, I think, a smart move just to try to change up the rhythm that UConn's gotten at attacking this defense.
Napier to the baseline. Defies a good outside shooter. Steps in and
No shot. Stop the clock.
That's
A foul on number 22, blue. Shooting foul. Drawn by 5. 2 shots.
Try to force non-decision makers to make decisions in terms of your frontline players. Defy and Daniels are really good with the basketball at the high post.
They've run a little zone in the tournament. You guys saw some of it against Louisville. Not a whole lot. They'll show some 1-3.
First free throw by number 5.
Team that would rather stay man-to-man.
Hey, it's good.
Get the most complete coverage.
Sub for blue. 25 in, 5 out. Also for blue, 30 in, 22 out.
Android device today as Randle comes back in. Defy is from Berlin, Germany.
Second free throw by number 5.
Christine and Frank are watching this right now on March Madness Live at 3:45 in the morning. In their living
It's good.
room, they've hooked up the computer to their television, as is his high school coach, who won a national championship under Dean Smith's 93 team. You'll remember a lot of you, Henrik Rodel.
Yeah, sure.
And he's back there watching, streaming in Germany, and very proud of Defy, who hits the 2 free throws.
And you know how we talked about for Napier,
Stop the
this
clock.
game is a good matchup for him.
Let's get a foul on White, 2. Personal foul. Drawn by number 30. No shots.
That's the second on Daniels. And he's
Got a sub for White. 3 is in, 2 is out.
Recognize that. Andrew and Aaron they have to understand where the matchup lies in order for them to have success offensively.
The question I have, you mentioned this early in the game, they don't run a lot of sets.
No.
I mean, they've relied so heavily on the penetration of the Harrisons. So now, how do you make the adjustment? You're not an elaborate offensive scheming team, and you got a bunch of freshmen. So this is a huge challenge.
Three-pointer, good, made by number 1. The jumper, assist number 44.
We should reflect on. Daniels picks up his second, so he had to go to the bench. And a steal.
Turnover, number 11, lost ball. Steal, number 2.
The steal
Got a made, number 2, dunk.
5-point
No assist, fast break.
for the Cats.
The 30-second timeout called by UConn.
America's most
And there's one sub. Number 20 is in. Number 3 is out.
Right here. They go by 42 and 43. 42nd and 43rd presidents enjoying the game together. President Clinton, President George W. Bush.
Bipartisan sportsmanship. I
You know,
like
they
it.
become good friends, and they do a lot of speaking events together. We're heading up to Canada in a few weeks to do another one. And President Bush came to the opening ceremony to welcome
Three-pointer.
himself to his hometown as
Made, number 13 on a jumper. Assist number 20.
You know, it was just about to comment on how the zone for Calipari has kind of changed the rhythm a little bit, but it hasn't changed the effectiveness of Napier.
This is an excellent three-point shooting team. 39% on the season. They make more than 7 per game, so a zone is pretty risky with all those shooters.
Here's Young.
Two-pointer.
Stepping up, that's a 2.
The miss by number 1. Pull-up jumper. Rebound offensive, number 2. Stop the clock.
Fouls on both right.
We're going to foul on white 11.
Second.
Personal. Drawn by number 2.
You're not
No
expecting
shots.
the shot to be taken from 8 feet beyond the three-point line.
Sub for UConn. Number 3 is in. Number 11 is out.
After you make a shot like that,
And we've got a sub for Kentucky. 5 in, 25 out.
The other thing is, as a shooter, when you've seen zone 3 straight possessions, now you're sitting on that shot.
Three-pointer.
You know it's gonna be there.
The miss, number 2. Jump shot.
Aaron Harrison,
Rebound defensive, number 20.
who's missed on his first 2 shots from 3 tonight. Put him in the last minute, though. They always go. And here's
It's a
Nolan.
miss by 0. Layup. Block number 44. Rebound number 5.
Andrew Harrison again. Got the tough angle, but got the
Three-pointer made, number 1.
pass. Able to
Jumper.
hit the jumper.
Assist number 5. Fast break.
Andrew Harrison made a play for a teammate. Typically, his attacks results in shots at the rim. That time, he creates for a teammate. That's a big basket for the Wildcats.
Young has 10 of Kentucky's 23 after that 3-point shot. With 3.5 to play and a half that's been controlled by Connecticut.
Turnover, number 20. Bad pass. Steal number 44.
Little havoc here for the Huskies.
Really unforced errors, though, Jim. I mean, it's not like they're getting after them defensively. It's just a little confusion in their zone offense, which is, I think, unwarranted.
Well, what's happened, though, is the game is slowed down somewhat, and it allows Kentucky's size to have more impact. They're so big in the backcourt as well as the front line that there's not a lot of
Three-pointer.
space to operate.
Made, number 5. Jump shots. Assist 30.
2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
You guys said it. We've seen this every
Yeah.
game in the tournament. They find a way to battle back.
Yep, very familiar script. Kentucky's 4 out of 9 from 3. And
Three-pointer. A miss. Number 13. The jump shot.
controls it again.
Defensive rebound, number 2.
9 3-point attempts from Kentucky already. 5 the entire semifinal win over Wisconsin.
Stop the clock.
And that's going to be a hold on
Got
Nolan.
a foul on number 0. It's a personal foul.
First on
Drawn
Nolan.
by 44
It's in-
of a 1-on-1. It's got a media timeout.
John Calipari, a lot of credit.
And coming out of the media timeout,
Zone here.
we have a
And
sub
the
for
thing
White.
about it is,
Number 35 in, number 0 is out. And for Blue, 25 is in, 2 is out. Got number 44 shooting 1-on-1.
But the other issue is they're playing against this zone without Daniels.
Makes the
2
first.
fouls. It's been an 11-3, now 12-3 run for the Wildcats since Daniels sat down. And it makes a huge difference, obviously. He's their big scorer during this run.
So Dakari
Second free throw by number 44.
only a 44%
No good.
shooter from the line.
Rebound defensive number 13.
Is the one who's able to control it. Define to the baseline. Back out, Napier.
Three-pointer missed by number 13 jumper. Defensive team rebound. Stop the clock.
Well, guys, Kentucky well aware about Julius Randle, and during that
Sub for
timeout, they
Kentucky.
continuously
Double zero was
look
in.
Randle.
44 is out.
He's going to go out there or he's going to stay on the bench. Also, John Calipari right now really liking the energy from his team. He's been on them all game about it.
And again, they've gotten basically nothing from Randle with this, and a couple of great blocks by him, but not a field goal. As Hawkins passes up the shot. Here is Randle taking it inside, and he's shut down, and Napier again got the quick hands on it. And
Turnover, number 30, lost ball. Stop the clock. Steals, number 20, White. Then UConn called a 30-second timeout.
Kentucky clawing back. 6 down. In the title, Villanova did it.
Coming out of timeout, sub for Kentucky. 2 was in, 25 out.
Floor there at Rupp Arena. Kentucky and UConn since '96, each with 3 national titles, as the Huskies go for 4 tonight in a 15-year span. But right now, this latest span, 12-3 stretch for Kentucky. Ever since Daniels went down with 2 fouls, things have changed. Napier, big step to the hole, twist the shot, and somehow
Make
able to
by number 13, layup, no assist.
Well, with Daniels on the bench, not much floor spacing for UConn. And Kentucky went back to a man-to-man. That's just Napier doing what he does.
Broke a 4:45 drought without a basket. Marcus Lee is down low for Kentucky. Here's Randle, and he lays it in for the first
Made,
time.
number 30, the layup, assist number 5.
To get Randle on the move, to allow that explosive ability to take hold. We haven't talked about it much, but remember, Kentucky, they have a huge foul advantage in this game. Already 7 fouls committed against UConn. They've only committed 3. They lead the country in free throw attempts. That's another way they're able to kind of work themselves back into games, and they've shown that over the course of this tournament.
10 to shoot. Freshman drives in, lost it.
Turnover, number 3, the lost ball, steal number 5.
By Lee. Kentucky can get the last shot. And let's see how poised the freshmen are with this use of the clock right here. Andrew taken off with 6. Driving up high off the glass for Randle.
Stop the clock. Got made, number 30, it's a layup, assist 5. Got a foul on White, 35. Shooting foul, drawn by 30. 1 shot.
Right decision by Andrew Harrison to get the basketball over to Randle.
I first thought he was bouncing it off the glass.
He was trying to throw a lob with his left hand. Again, though, and that's
30
the
blue
thing
at the
that
line.
shows a lot of maturity. You know,
1 shot.
Sometimes you can't just keep going with the same thing, and they've made an adjustment to be more of a playmaker here down the stretch of this first half.
So Randle getting going here a little bit in the last minutes of the first half.
Yeah, based on the help he's gotten from the Harrisons. A little more screen and roll action from Kentucky rather than that one-on-one style we saw against Wisconsin. I think they found they just couldn't get around those 2 guards.
Free throw, no good. Rebound, 20.
From midcourt, the shot on its way, and it's too high.
No shot, no shot.
Grima,
That's the period.
who had just picked up his 2nd foul on the Randle basket. So, for the 5th NCAA tournament game in a row, Kentucky goes to the locker room either trailing or Connecticut.
That's a great point. Both he and Boatwright got into foul trouble, and there was an issue for UConn. 8 fouls committed, only 3 for Kentucky. Changes how they play the game, and I think that also helped Kentucky get back in it.
Yeah, and I thought Young's 2 3-pointers there during that stretch were just huge because Kentucky couldn't find anything offensively. Little penetration, kick out. He makes.
All right, coming out of halftime to start the second half, UConn will have 0, 2, 11, 13, and 5.
From the first half, Young
Kentucky, 5, 2, 30, 44, 1.
both of his attempts from behind the line.
The Kentucky ball to start the half.
We've got 20 minutes to go to decide the national champion. Randall.
Three-pointer. Made. Number 2. Jumper. Assist 30.
Over and over by Aaron Harrison, his first 3 of the night.
Big shot, and also a really good decision by Randall to make a play for his teammate.
Three-pointer. To miss by number 2. Jump shot. Rebound number 5. Miss number 1. Jump shot. Defensive rebound 2.
He thought Young was bumped. And UConn, I didn't think, got a great whistle in the first half. They had a couple of touch fouls that really hurt them, particularly Daniels sitting down, Boatwright as well. So we'll see if Boatwright and Daniels can get back into the flow after sitting for quite a bit there late in the half.
And meantime, only 3 fouls called on Kentucky in that half, none of them by a starter.
Two-pointer. Made. 11. Jumper. No assist.
And you can see his mother there enjoying it. And I think it's a little easier for Boatwright to work himself back into the rhythm because he can do it with his defense. Daniels is going to be more of an issue for UConn. Can he get into the flow offensively?
Here's Randall. He has to go back out with his Young.
Three-pointer. Miss by number 1. Stop the clock.
It's going to be on to Kari Johnson.
Rebound is number 13 defense. There's a foul on blue 44. Personal. Drawn by 13. Side out. No shots.
When Randall and Young have to defend one-on-one on the perimeter against Boatwright and Napier.
And that's the first foul on a Kentucky starter in this game. The one on Johnson. Napier gives it up. And another clean
Miss number 0. Dunk. Block number 5.
Stay with UConn.
Stop the clock. Team rebound UConn.
Kentucky changing its defense, chasing over the top, and Napier gets the ball right where it needs to be. But
There's a white sub for UConn. 35 in, 0 out.
Sometimes you just cannot out-execute the elite level athleticism that Kentucky possesses down low.
They take Nolan out, and they bring in Amita Brima.
And that's specifically to finish that play. If Kentucky is going to go away from switching and try to hedge and get over, Napier is going to get in the lane. Brima is going to be more capable of finishing on the receiving end of those passes.
And they're going to review the shot clock here.
So here's what we're talking about. Instead of switching now, it's kind of a chase. Randall backs off, so Napier's going to get right there. The officials are looking whether to see whether the ball hit the rim or not, which I believe it did.
It did.
Yeah, so 35 is correct.
So UConn to inbound underneath with the full 35. And the last time they inbounded from this point in the first half, Napier beat him with a shifty move to the inside. This time he's unable to take it inside. And that's going to stay with the Huskies.
Nothing.
Seemed to be a debate about that one, though. Devin Ollie, first NCAA tournament, and he's 5-0. Was this the right call?
From that angle, I couldn't tell if it deflected off of Napier or not.
It looks like the shot clock was a little slow to start on the inbounds throw by Gaffey, and once it touched the Husky player, it took a couple of seconds to get it started. Boatwright down low, and another block.
Miss number 35. Dunk. Block 44. Offensive rebound 35.
And Nolan having fits, trying to finish from right underneath.
Yeah, and it's a great play by the Kari Johnson coming over, but Brima had to make a play with the basketball in that possession as opposed to catching it above the rim.
Now they're giving the ball back to UConn. The Husky players retreated thinking that it was Kentucky ball. And now the Kentucky fans letting the officials have it.
Inbounds to Boatwright.
Three-pointer miss by number 11.
Two Wildcats underneath.
Defensive rebound 1.
Bigs aren't going to finish underneath, and Napier and Boatwright are going to have to hit those little mid-range shots against this pick-and-roll defense.
And Daniels has to get more involved
There you go.
offensively as well.
Yeah, we've been talking about Randall. They've got to get on the UConn side. Definitely Daniels. And
Stop the
Johnson.
clock. No shot.
To the line as he's hacked by
Foul is on White, 35. Shooting foul. Drawn by 44. 2 shots.
Florida. And by the way, that's number 3 on Brima. Dakarni Johnson.
It's going to be number 44. 2 shots.
From the line.
Missed the first.
Zero wants to know, are you a
Sub
real
for
fan?
UConn. 0 in, 35 out.
Visit the Coke Zero social arena in March Madness Live.
And that's
Second
part
free
of
throw
the
for
work
number
of
44.
We'd love to have Brima on the floor, but at this stage of
No
his
good.
career, he's so
Defensive
foul
rebound 2.
that he's not going to be able to play those extended minutes. And so Nolan's going to have to come up, I think, and make some plays here.
Turnover 11. Bad pass. Steal 2.
By the Huskies, who about 5 minutes ago in the first half, things started to go that way for them. Harrison with the left hand.
Missed 5. It's a layup. Defensive rebound 5.
I'll tell you, they've done a great job on the glass. Actually have a 21-18 edge. And for the most part, they've, other than that last couple minutes of the first half, they've kept Kentucky off the offensive boards.
You see that? Napier almost knocked Bolt right backwards.
A little upset about that last turnover.
Well, I think also he didn't run the right set, both right, that they had called in terms of that possession.
2-pointer.
Daniels.
Gonna miss. Number 2.
Putting up
Jumper.
the same kind of game
Defensive rebound 44.
in the semifinal. He's 2 out of 7 from the field. UConn's made only one of 6 in this half. Kentucky's a 3-point shot away from tying this. Young got stuck.
Missed number 1. Jump shot. Offensive rebound number 1.
Huskies, no.
Then a turnover 1. Lost ball. Steal number 0.
Daniels struggled to get a clean handle. Napier soars to save it. Into the lane and a dish. Daniels also saves it. Wide open, passed up. Napier swings it to Boatwright, and look at this ball handling by UConn.
I would have liked to see Napier take that shot, but you're not going to get a more wide open look against this Kentucky defense.
3-pointer. Missed by number 5. Jump shot. Rebound Kentucky number 30.
Now Kentucky drives in, and
Got a made layup number 2. Assist 30. Fast break.
Energy level right now. Kentucky far more aggressive. They've got UConn on their heel.
And you can hear it too, Greg. There's a foul.
Stop the
on
clock.
Harrison, but the crowd predominantly
Foul is on blue 2. Shooting foul.
back into this game
Drawn by 13.
with their defense
2 shots.
and their transition game.
We've got a media timeout.
Here's Harrison getting all the way to the rim, and the lead down to 1.
Understands the importance of them.
Coming out of the media timeout, sub for Kentucky. 22 is in, 1 is out.
Kentucky's come out with energy and fire and confidence, and that's why right now they're on the verge of being able to take the lead.
Kentucky's put them on their heels, and UConn.
2 shots coming up here for number 13.
I think some of these mistakes have been really self-inflicted by the Huskies.
So 2 shots coming for Napier.
13 makes the first.
She doesn't miss these games ever. She's the reason he came back to get his degree in sociology this summer. NCIS Los Angeles, all new starting tomorrow, 8/7 Central, on America's #1 network. So Napier looking for a 17th point.
And he makes the second.
And you know, the other thing that's happened is Andrew and Aaron Harrison have made the adjustment to the quickness of UConn. They've been much better since about the 10-minute mark of that first half at picking their spots, at getting into the teeth of the defense, and also creating not only for themselves but their teammates.
Now a little different look by UConn dropping back into that 2-3 zone.
The Harrison twins, they're Houston area kids. This is Poitras.
Stop the clock.
And it's going against Kentucky.
Foul on blue 22. Offensive foul drawn by 0.
If Nolan had position there, he was a little late arriving, and he kind of leans in, and more than anything, it's just a flop. That's the play on. Poitras got right to the rim. Not a whole lot of contact.
Not a lot. The spin negates some of the contact, and he sold it to the official. I thought he was there, but I just didn't know if there was enough contact.
Third foul on Poitras, and it takes away the basket. It looked like, to me, it should have been a no call. And now Napier. Weaving through that Wildcat defense with 5 to shoot. Behind the back to Daniels. Takes it to the paint, puts it up.
Miss. Number 2, jump shot. Defensive rebound, number 30.
Dakari Johnson coming over, establishing position and forcing Daniels to have to go over.
Andrew to Aaron. Aaron right here. Poitras.
Three-pointer. A miss by number 22, jump shot.
Down and out.
Defensive rebound, 13.
Three-point shooter. UConn will live with that one. Poitras only made 8 threes all season.
Down low.
Turnover, number 13, bad pass. Stop the clock. Sub for Kentucky.
But they're getting out of character.
0-0 in, 44 out.
You know, this is not the time.
Also, 1 in, 22 out.
Experienced, too good, but they're getting a little frustrated because of their lack of ability to penetrate this defense.
Marcus Lee in for the Wildcats. He has really blossomed in this tournament, particularly back in Indianapolis. Huge game he had against Michigan with 4 dunks and 10 points. Over to Randall. Randall stopped.
Got a miss. 30, layup. Block number 2. Offensive rebound number 30. We've got a foul coming up on White 0. Shooting foul. Drawn by 30. 2 shots.
Please don't give it to me.
2 shots coming for Julius Randall, taught the game of basketball by his mother Carolyn.
2 shots for number 30.
10 minutes from here at the University of Texas at Arlington.
Misses the first.
There she is. She wore number 30, so he wears her number to honor her, and she named him Julius after Irving.
Now that's 5 straight missed free throws for Kentucky. Remember, this is one of the best free throw shooters.
Second free throw by number 30.
And one that's not so good
Is good.
Kentucky 6 for 13.
Got a sub for Kentucky. 22 in, 30 out.
They've only been there 6 times.
Poitras in for Randall.
And the one thing, though, if you're UConn, as poorly as you played, you're only -2 in the half. So you've done a decent enough job defensively to see if you can get the rhythm back into your offensive game.
They've got to get their guards back to their dominant selves, but UConn has not been able to get the penetration from Napier and Boatwright.
To Nolan, and again, Nolan underneath.
Miss. 0. Layup.
With the hands.
Defensive rebound 1.
Boatwright sees that one coming, and he falls right
Stop the clock.
on.
Turnover number 1. Bad pass. Steal by 11.
We've seen from UConn's backcourt in quite some
And a
time.
foul, number 5, blue. Personal.
10th turnover for
Drawn by 11.
Kentucky. We talked about
No
only
shots.
4 all game against Wisconsin, but a much different look.
And it's an easy call if the Kentucky fans are upset, but you cannot take a charge once a guy is already in the air. Plus, it was
It's a
no
layup.
one had,
They were lucky
it
that
was a good
the foul was made. Yeah.
There's Boatwright, he lost it. Able to get it back. Huskies have not made a field goal in over 6 minutes, missing their last 7 shots. Napier lobs it. Down low, Daniels.
Miss number 13, jumper. Blocked by number 2, offensive rebound number 2. Miss number 2, layup.
see something go
A
through.
tip-in layup
See
number
if that
2.
gives him some confidence, because I think that's really more critical right now that he get going offensively for UConn.
This is going to go against
Stop the
UConn.
clock.
And
Foul is on White 0.
for the 3rd time.
Shooting foul.
That's when you know you're struggling.
Drawn by number 1. 2 shots.
Now he gets the break. Maybe this will get him going. I think it's critical right now. This is Napier's game. Kentucky has changed its pick and roll.
Number 1 at the line.
Over the top. Napier can attack this Kentucky
2 shots.
defense. Now's the time. His team needs him to do it. He's got to be ultra aggressive and look to score. Right
Makes the first.
I agree with you, but I think
Sub for
for me,
UConn.
UConn's
30 is in, 0 out.
the game has gotten
Also
so
35 in,
it's allowed
13 out.
Kentucky's size to have more impact.
A sub for Kentucky. 30 in, 22 out.
Because there's nothing in terms of flow. It's really standstill offensively for UConn. And in
Second
part,
free throw by number 1.
They haven't created any energy
Is good.
or any transition opportunity.
Napier goes to the bench, give him a few extra seconds on the breather, because soon we'll have the under 12 timeout. Boatwright.
Three-pointer made, number 5. Jump shot, assist 11.
Coach Calipari can't believe it. He's yelling at Young. Kentucky went 2-3 zone for a different look. Gafai is a corner three-point shooter. Young too late.
Turnover, number 2. Bad pass, steal 11. Stop the clock.
And Harrison is going to be called on the hammer. His second.
Have a foul on blue 5. Shooting foul, drawn by 11. 2 shots. Fast break. Got the media timeout.
Out there for us to space it and shoot the three if you overcommit. And those are the kinds of plays in a 1-2 possession game.
Coming out of the timeout, we have a sub. Blue 44 in, 00 out.
On a huge possession when Napier wasn't even
This
on
is
the floor.
White 11. 2 shots, makes the first.
With a little bit more time for him to recover. He's gone almost the entire way.
This is more than likely his last rest.
Exactly.
So I think Kevin Ollie would like to get him maybe another minute or so, but no sense waiting around and messing around in this game.
Makes the second.
He's not a guy who's going to get overly fatigued.
Remember, Kentucky had cut it to 1, and now it's back up to 7.
And Greg, you said this during the break. Kentucky may have blown an opportunity here. UConn was 3 for 13 to start this half, and yet the Wildcats have lost ground.
They haven't hit a shot in the last 4 minutes at this end. Randall doubled up, and that's into the first row.
Stop the clock. Turnover, number 30. Bad pass.
Well, guys, during
We have a sub for UConn. 13 is in, 5 out.
He said, come on, guys, we need to control the post. But it's not about how good we play defensively or offensively, but it's how we want to win this game, how bad you want it. That's all he wanted to get across, guys.
Well, they had valuable possessions when they had him on the bench. And here he takes the shot, coming back in.
Made, number 13. Jumper, no assist.
He is one of the best you'll see in college basketball at just having a feel for the game and playing with the right amount of pace for every possession. Never overextends and really takes himself out of the game.
Young able to get in.
Stop the clock. Got a made 1. Dunk, no assist.
And I believe
Foul is on 35 White. Shooting foul,
It is.
drawn by 1.
this is spectacular.
1 shot.
It is spectacular. And how about this? As Brima gets a piece of it, but he's still able to power through here. Watch there. He gets a piece of it, able to still power through.
Sub for UConn. 0 in,
Really, that's
35
Sam
out.
Samuel. You can't allow blow-bys in situations like that because that's in essence how the bigs tend to pick up fouls.
And once again,
Got 1 shot
getting
by
to
number
his
1.
left hand, you've got to try to force
It's
it
good.
right if you can.
And that's a huge basket. The thing about a play like that, it's a momentum play too. Let's see if the energy level rises for these young Wildcats.
Yeah, the 5 freshman starters are back on the floor.
And back to the zone for Kentucky. Gafai on the bench. Remember, he just hit the 3, so a little less shooting now for the Huskies against this zone.
Napier lost it.
Stop the clock.
You know what? It's funny. The official
Kickball
was
violation,
to
nothing to
kick the
worry
ball
about here.
until Napier started to plead with him that it was a kick ball.
Sub for White. 5 is in, 3 out.
Intentional. You can dribble, and I thought he did reach out to kick
Yeah,
the
that was
basketball
like a
there.
hockey goalie
Yeah,
making
that
a
was a
kick
good-
save. That was a great call.
Gafai is back out to give him that shooting presence against that zone.
So
Gafai, of course, having just hit a 3 a couple of trips ago.
Yeah, James Young better be a little more aware of his position in the corner of that zone.
Daniels.
2-pointer.
Back
Got a
to the
miss,
rim.
number 2. Jump shot. Defensive rebound, number 2.
Again, goes to his
Stop the
left,
clock.
and will go to the line.
Foul on White, number 2.
The tide for Kentucky
Shooting
in the
foul,
first half with those 2
drawn by
threes.
1.
And now he's
2
doing it
shots.
again. A 3-point play with the dunk and a couple free throws, and the momentum right back the Wildcats' way.
And a 3rd foul on DeAndre Daniels, who misses at one end, commits the foul at the other.
2 free throws coming up for number 1. He makes the first.
Thursday night football coming this fall to CBS.
Sub for UConn. 20 in, 2 out.
We're excited about it. Coming this September on Thursday nights. And there is Tony Romo with Jason Witten. And Tony and his wife Candace is there on the right of the screen. They just had their
Second free throw by number 1.
little boy named Rivers.
No good.
March 18th.
Rebound number 13.
Name him after Phillip Rivers? What's your big admirer
Well,
of
they
the
got
Chargers?
other boy Hawk, and now they got Rivers.
Let's see now, Kentucky in that zone. Daniels not in the game, so they don't have that guy in the middle of the zone that can make plays other than Gaffai.
Gaffai got Randall to commit.
It's a miss. Number 5. Jump shot.
Back to the rim.
Defensive rebound number 1.
Trips for the Huskies, and Harrison dishes to Dakari Johnson.
Made. 44. Layup. Assist 5.
Momentum shift. And live from Lexington, a 6-0 run that's really been fueled. The spark came by Young.
Exactly what Charles Barkley talked about in the halftime show.
Oh, Boatwright looks like he's hurt. Calling a timeout.
Stop the clock. Got 30-second timeout. UConn.
His ankle here on the catch.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wow, exactly 9 minutes to go in the half. And one of the biggest players on this Husky roster has to call timeout. 8-point game here in Texas. Young leading Kentucky. Napier 19 for UConn. And how about this? Boatwright, after the timeout, stays on the floor.
But it is a national championship game, right? I mean, you gotta fight through whatever it is.
You can ice it tomorrow.
They have 10 to shoot here. Napier.
2-pointer. Miss. Number 13. Jump shot.
Randall, only Randall underneath.
Rebound 30.
And let's see if Boatwright can continue to defend the dribble drive with that ankle.
Gaffai trying to guard Randall. If Randall can get ahead of steam, he can go right through Gaffai. That's a tough matchup.
3-pointer. It's a miss. Number 5. Jump shot. Offensive rebound number 1.
Well, he also didn't fight over the screen.
Here's the lob to Young.
Stop the clock.
And Young again is going to go.
Foul is on 0 White.
When Boatwright
Shooting
came off
foul.
the floor out of the break,
Drawn by 1. 2 shots.
walking on his heels.
Like trying to stretch it out.
Yep.
Yeah. But then also, you made the point, Jim. He didn't fight over that pick and roll, which is the first time.
1
that's
blue.
happened in the game.
2
And
shots
he
coming up.
wasn't able to get to that loose basketball, which he had been doing earlier in the game.
4th foul on Nolan and the 6th team foul on the
He makes the
Huskies.
first.
And let's go to
Sub
Tracy.
for Kentucky. 22 in, 44 out. And a sub for UConn. 2 in, 0 out.
Just trying to stretch it the whole time. Kevin Ollie didn't talk to him at all during the huddle, but then once he went out onto the floor, he walked over and asked him if he's okay, and he just said, "I'm going to tough it out, guys."
That's smart. You wait until he's already on the floor to ask him if he's okay, because then it's too late.
Second free throw by number 1.
Well, plus you don't want to distract
It's good.
the rest of your team while you're in the midst of that timeout, keeping the focus on the game.
That's the 3rd time Kentucky in this half has trimmed the margin to 1.
UConn has to free up Napier. They've got to set better screens and get him maybe even off the ball before he receives the ball to make another play.
Here's Napier. And the ball seemed to come out. As he
Stop
was
the clock.
on the way up, but they say at last touch, Kentucky.
Nothing there except for immediate
Husky
timeout.
Basketball.
Coming out of the immediate timeout, no subs.
Having missed their last 5
The
shots
UConn
for 3
side out.
minutes without a hoop. Kentucky has never led in this game, but they brought it back to 1 on 3 occasions after trailing by as many as 15 in the first half. It's Napier in traffic, in trouble, and bounces it out right to
Turnover number 13. Bad pass. Steal number 2.
Kentucky did a good job of holding containment, but also being disciplined to not overextend their help.
Wildcats can take the lead for the first time. Who else?
3-pointer miss by number 2.
On the floor.
Stop the clock.
That's Poitras is taking it down with him. They say jump ball.
It's going to be a jump ball to give the defensive rebound to number 20.
Looked like Poitras got fouled there. Let's take a look.
Well, he's got ball there.
But this is narrow. Kentucky has the arrow now.
You know, I know there's contact, but he's also got his hand on the ball. In essence, neither guy has possession in that respect.
That was Chroma.
That's a big play, too, for UConn.
Switches the arrow at the 7-minute mark to Kentucky, but UConn able to dodge that one attempt for the lead for the first time in the game for Kentucky.
Boy, Kentucky's defense has been dramatically better since that opening barrage.
Three-pointer made. Number 13. Jumper. No assist.
And at Gamble Pavilion right on campus where many a banner flies. They go crazy over that shot. Here's Randall getting in.
Made. 30. Layup. No assist.
They've run that play throughout the tournament. Kevin Ollie pleading with his team. I guarantee you they went over that play during shoot-around and practice yesterday, but UConn did not recognize the action.
Here's Giffey, top of the
Three-pointer made. Number 5. Jumper. Assist 13.
First it was Napier, then it was Giffey. 2 of the 3 holdovers from the 2011 national championship team.
And Ollie goes zone. He's worried about this Randall-Giffey matchup, and it looks like they're going to go with a little 2-3 zone or a matchup zone.
And they've gone small, UConn, so also they're going to have to really be connected on that defensive backboard if they can force a miss.
Here's Young stepping up for the
Two-pointer. It's a miss. Number 1. Jump shot.
This is going back to Connecticut.
Defensive team rebound.
But you talked about that play there, just a rub screen, and it's tough because the guards aren't really the ones used to having to provide the help on what's in essence a pick and roll, and then a nice delivery, and Giffey in rhythm there, not hesitating, knocking down that triple.
And now Kentucky goes back to the zone. Both teams really changing their defenses throughout this second half, trying to corral the other one.
And also, as we start to get down the stretch, both these teams have been terrific down the stretch of games.
Three-pointer. A miss by number 2. Jumper. Defensive rebound number 1.
Tonight is just not there. He's 3 for 12 from the field. Now Randall challenging Daniels. Goes baseline on him.
Stop the clock. No shot.
Probably be, it is on Giffey, not Daniels.
Foul is on 5 White. Shooting foul. Drawn by 30. 2 shots.
But when you give him space, now he gets that head of steam. And it's tough to take a charge on Randall because he's so shifty as he attacks the hoop. And as you mentioned, Greg, this small lineup.
2 shots coming up for number 30.
Have a very difficult time keeping him away from the hoop.
Makes the first.
And this is also the irony of it. This is a small lineup for Kentucky. It's just they're so, as you can see, Julius Randle's parents. It's just that they have, with that size, great quickness. When you look at Randall and Poitras, so they can go play the 4 and
Second
5
free throw for number 30.
and still be able to not be liability
No good.
necessarily in the half court.
They're hurting themselves big time at the line.
Stop the clock.
And that's going back to Kentucky.
Offensive rebound, Kentucky.
Napier.
Boatwright and Napier each went after it, and they were thinking the same thing. I'm going to grab this and throw it to the same
other.
guy.
Yeah, they wanted to throw it to
who's
each
out of
other.
bounds. Yep.
That's stolen by Napier.
Turnover number 5. Bad pass. Steal 13.
And Andrew Harrison says, I'll take it right back then.
Turnover 13. Lost ball. Steal 5. Stop the clock.
That was a surprising development. Napier
Fouls on White 13. Personal. Drawn by 2.
He's making
The
mistakes
one-on-one.
you never see from him.
You're exactly right.
Well, listen, he's won a national championship, but he wasn't the guy on that team. He's got a different responsibility. This
is
a
free throw number 2.
career.
1-on-1.
He's going against a team in Kentucky that is battle-tested. They've been here, in essence, the entire tournament.
And they
No
mix
good.
the front end
Defensive rebound number 2.
Aaron Harrison. 13 out of 23. Kentucky from the line. And that's really the difference.
It is. And Kentucky staying with this versatile defensive lineup. Dakari Johnson on the bench because of the pick and roll coverage. Calipari feels very comfortable with Poitras and Randall down there.
Broma was in a jam, was able to get it out to Giffey, and now Boatwright looks up and realizes 5 to shoot. Over Randall.
Made number 11. Jumper, no assist.
I remember talking with Billy Donovan before their matchup with UConn. He said they're one of the best teams in the country last 10 seconds of the shot clock because of that ability of Napier and Boatwright to make plays.
Randall taking it in.
Stop the clock. Got a miss 30 layup. Tip dunk made 22.
Tournament games has come up with a block or a slam in the last minutes that have created sparks.
Got a foul on White 5.
He'll be
Shooting.
free throw out of the break.
Drawn by 22. One shot.
We often see in a
Got the media timeout.
particularly championship game,
And coming out of the media timeout, no subs.
protect the lead, but
We'll have one free throw by number 22.
need to look to really maintain their aggressiveness and look to score.
I think that sprained left knee.
22 misses the free throw.
Victory pile.
Rebound 5, White.
It's okay.
But failing to hit the free throw for the three-point play.
And we're wondering with UConn, how long do they stay with this small lineup? I think you stay with it until Kentucky proves they can defend it. Because even though Kentucky's scoring, you've also scored consistently.
Napier.
Three-pointer miss by 13. Jump shot.
Poitras jumps out to get
Rebound
the
22 Blue.
I like the shot, though.
Young
The miss, number 1. Jump shot.
coming out.
Rebound White 5.
And that's an example right there, what you talked about, Steve. That's an opportunity to go early transition. Doesn't mean you got to shoot it, but you can at least see if Kentucky's able to get back.
Yeah, put some pressure on the defense. And how about that play from Giffey? Staying in front without fouling and then getting the rebound.
Lob it underneath to Daniels. 2 Wildcats commit.
Made number 2 layup. Assist 13.
Same play against the zone, mind you, against Florida, where they were able to go over the top. There's a bit of a fatigue issue really on both sides, and you can lose sight of your responsibilities defensively.
Huskies trying to bring another championship banner back to Gamble for the 4th time.
Miss number 30. Jump shot. Rebound defensive 20.
Trip here for the Wildcats with 2:20 to play. As Boatwright flips it back to Napier.
Randall had a point-blank shot. Giffey again staying in front, just causing enough of a movement from Randall to miss that shot.
And then UConn able to get that defensive rebound, which is also equally as important.
Yeah, they've won the battle of the boards to this point. 32-31. Who would have guessed that?
Inside 2 minutes for the national title.
Two-pointer. Got a miss by number 5.
Look at that
Offensive rebound number 20.
to Napier.
Stop the clock.
Timeout. We talked about what went out. Would it be the
Got a 30-second timeout for UConn.
That's big. Kentucky with only 5 fouls, so 1 to give and then a 1-and-1 after that. But don't forget, UConn has
No subs coming out of the timeout.
unbelievable foul shooting in this tournament.
So, now with 1:40 and in no hurry. With a 6-point lead. Working it down. This great free throw shooting team goes outside. Wide open.
Three-pointer. Miss by number 2. Jump shot.
Going to Kentucky. Daniels.
Team rebound
You
Kentucky.
know, they usually need Daniels to have that big game. They're not getting it from him tonight, and they're still up 6.
The 2 fouls early kind of took him out of rhythm, and he hasn't made it 3. 0 of 4. That might have sealed it right there.
It might have, but also UConn defensively, though, has done the job. Kentucky offensively has been spectacular this entire tournament.
Young, able to
Made number 1. Layup. Assist 30.
as we approach a minute.
You still don't have to foul if you're UConn or Kentucky. You just need to play solid defense and secure possession here.
Remember, a foul won't put him on the line. That's going to be the 16th
Stop the clock.
foul right there.
Fouls on Blue. 2. Personal foul. Drawn by 13. No shots. Side out.
This is what he wants to discuss, the foul situation and the
Got a
clock.
timeout,
These are all
Kentucky.
freshmen,
30-second timeout.
except for Poitras. The Very young.
Two, you've reset the shot clock. And now that gives them the opportunity
Side out,
to run this all the way
UConn.
down. Remember, this is a 2-possession game, not a 1-possession, so this is going to be really important right now.
You got to foul the right guy, assuming UConn gets the ball in, which they do. If you foul Napier, it's going to be danger time. It looks like Kentucky is going to play this out.
Aaron Harrison looks over to his coach and able to knock it loose. Little helter-skelter for a moment. 15 to shoot, 30 left in the game. Underneath, wide open.
Stop the clock.
Falling right on top.
Foul is on blue 22.
Just a horrendous
Shooting foul.
defensive possession.
Drawn by 20.
If you're not gonna foul,
2
then
shots.
Don't foul. And don't leave the guy wide open underneath. It was like a late double team that really wasn't necessary. It looked like Young just left his man.
And Steve, I really felt once he made the foul to call the timeout, you almost have to foul at that point, because remember, this is also a great free throw shooting
We
team.
got 2 free throws by number 20.
He's now 7
Makes the
of 7
first.
in the tournament.
That was I mean, again, it's a young team. That's one of the disadvantages to the inexperience, because you got to make sure they know what you want to do. But boy, that's a critical decision by Calipari that may backfire.
And Poitras with his 4th foul.
20 makes the second.
10 at the line.
No threes. If you're UConn, play the three-point line. Make this into a 3-possession game, not a 2-possession.
Saved by Harrison.
3-pointer miss by number 2. Jump shot. Offensive rebound 5. 3-point miss by number 5. Jump shot. Defensive rebound 11.
And this most improbable tournament run comes to an end with a UConn champion.
And that's the ballgame.
The Huskies once again are in basketball heaven. Bookend national championships for that remarkable young man right there, Shabazz Napier. And Kentucky denied